In this video, I'm going to break down how to learn SolidWorks fast. And this is for you if you are a complete beginner. Now, the complementary guide for this video is my SolidWorks modeling blueprint. If you want this modeling blueprint, you can just click the link below and you can get it for free because inside I break down what you have to do to start thinking like a designer. Okay. Now, this is not by learn fast by grinding harder. This is learn fast by learning in the right sequence, learning the right things. Because most of the people, they spend months, they spend years learning SolidWorks. And when they have to design something real, something on their own, they freeze. And the reason for that is because they just learn random tools instead of learning how to design. And these are two completely different things. So if I had to start over from zero and become good at SolidWorks fast as possible, here's exactly what I would do. Now, the first thing, what you have to do, you have to stop learning randomly, right? Because you're just wasting your time. Most of the beginners, and this is me also when I started learning, and this slowed down my process, is they watch one tutorial about sketching, one tutorial about surfacing, one video tutorial about assemblies, then some advanced trick, and so on. And you feel like you're learning something, right? You learn new tools, you learn new techniques, but what you do is you are creating gaps. And then these gaps, when you have to design something from scratch, something real, something maybe more complex, these gaps cause broken models. You get a lot of errors. You have to then repair everything, start from scratch, and you just get confused and you lose confidence. So, learning faster is often about learning less, but in the right order. And that's the huge part. So, step one, you have to learn core tools only. Okay? Most beginners try to learn all tools, and this is a bad idea. So, focus on the 20% of tools that are used by the most engineers, by the most designers in the most projects. So let me break down here. So we have a sketching. With sketching, you have to just master basic tools like lines, circles, arcs, splines, and then also define relations between sketch entities and also define dimensions. The goal here is to learn to build fully defined sketches that are stable. Because once you have stable sketches, now it will be easier to convert them into the 3D parts. And here we use few tools: extrude boss base, revolve boss base, sweep, loft, and then also fillets, patterns, and mirror. Like those are the most common that we use that we can build real world models. Okay, so these are essentials. So don't collect tools by watching more tutorials, but learn what each tool is good for, right? Learn the capacity of certain tool. So then you know when to use this tool. And then also we have basic assemblies. So you have to understand mates, right? Because we use mates to connect parts into assemblies. And you have to understand what are the relations between parts. You have to understand degrees of freedom, and also you have to understand the motion. So these are the basic things. Now, the second thing, learn through projects. And this is gonna make you to improve very, very fast. You have to start building real things. Okay. So for example, start with simple things, flange, bottle, joystick, then add some maybe plane, boat, car, and so on. Because these projects will teach you which tools to select, will teach you how to solve problems if you have, will teach you in what sequence you're going to have to use certain tools, and it's going to teach you design intent. So how will your model behave if you change this dimension or these dimensions, and what dimensions and features are most important that carry the model, and which one are supporting. Step number three, which we mentioned before, is design thinking. Now, this is what it's going to make you a real designer, because each model has base feature, secondary feature, cosmetic feature. So you have to ask yourself, what carries the model? That is your base. Then you build supporting features, and then you add cosmetic features like fillets and last. at the end. And this reduces errors massively and speeds up your design. So if you really start thinking like that, what is the intent of each feature, dimension, and which one are the main one, base feature, secondary feature, cosmetic features, you're going to have the structure in your mind, and that structure will be then implemented on your project. So you're going to have less errors and you're going to have faster designing. And number four, use certification as structure. So you have certifications from SolidWorks, Associate Professional Expert, and they will force you to think like a designer on the time pressure. So even if you don't need these certifications, get them because they're going to force you to prepare like a real designer. So you're going to have to start thinking, what happens if I change this dimension? What happens if I change this feature? If I add or cut this part, what's going to happen? Right? So you're going to start thinking like that on a time pressure, and that's going to help you to become a better designer. And also, you can then use this certification if you want to apply for a job, if you want to apply for the freelancing projects. So, to recap, learn the core tools, build real projects, learn design logic, design intent, and use certification for a structure. The mistake that you want to avoid along the way is just watching random tutorials, learning too many tools, practicing without projects, starting advanced topics too soon, and also modeling without design thinking, without design sequence, without design logic. Now, again, if you want my SolidWorks model blueprint, then just click the link below and you can get it for absolutely free, where I'm going to break down how to build a structure to build any models from the scratch.